This TikToker is really just trying to solidify himself as one of the largest morons to ever upload on that platform, because after recently looking at a driving ban, hefty fines, and possible jail time, he's now facing attempted murder after he reportedly glassed a man in the neck so violently that it required emergency surgery. It's always fascinating with these people who get a little bit of internet attention and they make money that most people could only dream of, and then they only act out and destroy their own lives for no reason whatsoever. And this guy is a clear example of this behavior, because at this point, it hasn't even been a month since I posted my last video about this absolute piece of work, and it appears that while he was trying to, I guess, dodge the consequences of his 2024 driving incident that left multiple people injured, and, you know, it left his rented McLaren in the ditch, but also, apparently, he was just out there in Spain being even more of an idiot. So today we're talking about Harrison Sullivan, or HStikkytokky. Obviously, he's no stranger to this channel, and unfortunately, I'm covering him again, because he is back making headlines for all the wrong reasons. This time for allegedly glassing a man in the neck during an altercation inside of a nightclub in Marbella, Spain back in August. Like, what are you doing? Like, at this point, I'm not even shocked anymore. I'm just kind of like disgusted and disappointed at the same time. But in short, HStikkytokky, or Harrison Sullivan, he's essentially known for being the Dollar General version of Andrew Tate, and is best known for running his mouth online, flexing rented cars, and being genuinely embarrassing for attention.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Rory. Where are you from?
Rory. I'm from Thailand. Where you from? What you do for work?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, the dude has built a career off of being pathetic. But recently, he went from being cringe to criminal, because Harrison was actually arrested and taken into custody on October 10th when he finally returned to the UK after almost a year of essentially being on the run. And what was he on the run for? Yeah, you know, the embarrassing car crash that left his friend laying on the side of the road like this.
Oh, man. Yeah. Nice crash. He crashed the car.
What car is this?
Did you hit your head, General?
Also, I do want to note that he crashed on a straightaway. So clearly he's just a driver. But clearly the only thing lower than his Turo rental score has to be his own morals, because not only did he leave his friend like that, but he also fled the country for over a year. But obviously, due to Harrison's track record of trolling and, you know, creating fake scenarios for clout, lots of people were wondering if that was actually like another elaborate sick joke.
When you own a McLaren 720S, especially at 22 years old, it is illegal to drive it slowly.
It's illegal to kill us.
I'm like Lewis Hamilton behind the wheel, mate, alright?
We crash and die, then it's on you, isn't it?
Oh my god. Actually, no. No, get that away from me.
Wait, I've got something to say.
What?
I'm never getting in a car with you again.
Yeah, because you drive like an absolute active, untrustable maniac.
Honestly, I will say, bruv, sorry, innit? Like,
yeah,
nah, for
trust.
real. Like, trust on the activeness of that apology, bruv.
Yeah, come on now.
But obviously, after just looking into it, you saw that that was on a real road and the police were actually looking for him. And then suddenly his mugshot was circling around as well. But obviously, the icing on the cake was that he fled to the Middle East instead of appearing in court last November. And what happened then was just, you know, more rented cars and the same antics, and then he essentially tried to gaslight his audience that that thing never happened. Or at the very least, he claimed that he was not the one driving.
You know what, General? I've lost all my respect for you. Everything I've done for you, and you're falling around on the floor doing cartwheels, and you were driving a McLaren and you crashed it. So irresponsible, bruv. Trust on the activeness of your broken ribs, my friend. Lol. And they call me the General. Flew out the McLaren. Now I'm feeling pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, nothing screams I'm innocent like joking about reckless driving and injuring your friend while you're actively avoiding returning home for that same reason.
Driving like this is absolutely cringe. You could have just killed an innocent family. You've just driven into the back of a car and driven off and filmed it and think that you look hard by doing that. Driving recklessly isn't cool, okay? You're not building an audience that actually respects you. You're just getting eyes on you that think you're an absolute div for what you're doing and the innocent people that you're risking.
And there's a mugshot that's popped up of you online. Were you surprised to see it?
Very surprised. My initial thought was, right, they're doing it for clout. Obviously, like, they're doing it because it's going to get views, posting this bullshit.
I think it's ridiculous. I've never seen a mugshot so viral. Like, especially for something like this, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Do you have any intent on going back?
I think that I will go back, yes. I'm in talks now with like the lawyers and the police now that I'm aware that I needed to go back. I wasn't actually aware that I had a court date. So I'm going to do my best now to sort out a date for coming back and, you know, face it, because I need to face it. I'm not afraid. I've not done anything wrong, so I'm happy to go back, yeah.
But I also mentioned this whole AI angle because there's a bunch of AI videos circulating of HS that he threatened to sue over. And at the time, it also felt possible that he was hoping he could beat the case and then be able to actually sue for defamation in the UK.
Harrison Sullivan, to any investors from Dubai watching these videos, they are fully true and real and factual. Woo-woo!
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Nah, this shit is dumb. You're losing me investors. Investors are going to see that and think, well, this guy's in bed.
Though now, I feel like it has to be because of the glassing news would be coming out soon as well, and he realized he was cooked either way.
I'm going to say, if this is the last time that I do speak to you on live, it could be, but if this is the last time that I speak to you boys for a minute, then thank you for watching, supporting, helping me, and just like, bro, I've just enjoyed the community that we've built. I'll be real, I really do. I actually do enjoy it.
Because on October 30th, just 6 days after Harrison finally pled guilty in court to dangerous driving and driving without insurance, reports started surfacing on Twitter and across news sources that HS was also wanted for glassing a man in the neck during an incident inside of a nightclub in Marbella, Spain, back in August. So this guy clearly has a history now of committing a crime and fleeing the country. Yeah, apparently this skilled boxer brought a piece of glass to a fist fight and ended up slashing a man in the neck so severely that he needed emergency surgery for a torn jugular. And while it hasn't been reported what initially caused the altercation or why it escalated to such severe violence, HS is certainly no stranger to getting into unprompted street fights. Because again, this guy is the pinnacle of morons. And while he's still currently in the UK waiting for his sentencing on November 14th in regards to the driving incident, it's still uncertain if he'll be extradited to Spain to face those charges there. But I have to assume it's only a matter of time before those consequences catch up to him as well. Because in Spain, he would be facing 25 years in prison if he actually gets convicted of this. And Spanish authorities already said they tracked him down using his social media posts, and a warrant was issued for his arrest in the UK. So odds are, as soon as he gets through his current case, he'll probably be shipped over to Spain to face the music there as well. And obviously, while his car accident incident and then fleeing the country was bad enough from before, this is infinitely worse. But it'll definitely be interesting to see what the authorities in Spain decide to do. And it'll also be interesting to see if any of this will be discussed during his November 14th hearing. And also, what his sentencing will be for the car incident there. Especially considering, you know, he fled the country and spent a whole year trying to gaslight everyone, saying that he was not the driver, it was his friend, it wasn't him. So, I don't think they'll go easy on him because of that. It's just safe to say that none of this is going to reflect well on his current sentencing. Oh boy, well now it's November 14th, and he just had his trial for crashing his McLaren and fleeing the country, and essentially, he just got one massive slap on the wrist. So apparently he submitted a letter to the judge, and here he wrote, "Spreading a positive message and helping people less fortunate than myself, that's what makes me the happiest." And I guess the judge bought that because following the sentencing, HStikkytokky will have an electronic tag for 3 months and is expected to complete 300 hours of unpaid work and 30 days of rehab, which sounds like a very light sentence to me, considering, you know, he fled the scene, left 2 people injured, and I guess also fled the country and was gone for over a year, and they had to charter a plane to bring him home. Because now prosecutors have also asked the court to compel Sullivan to pay £18,000 to Surrey police, which is apparently the cost of the chartered flight that was used to return him to the United Kingdom. And the court will consider the reimbursement application separately. So as of right now, he's due back in court on the 15th of January to hear how much he actually has to pay in fines. And after that, it looks like he has to go back to Spain and face the music there, because that's going to be the real deal for him. Because while he was already wanted in one country, I guess he just couldn't stop himself from going to Spain and slashing someone's neck. Okay, I have no idea how all that's going to go down. And if he's going to be extradited to Spain or how all that's going to work, I don't know. Maybe he goes on the run again. Who knows what's going to happen? But either way, I'll probably cover it. So subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.